Welcome to Eye on the Tigers News. I'm Ashley Clement. Thanks for joining us today for the news we've been watching for you. President Donald Trump gave embattled GOP Senate candidate Roy Moore a vigorous formal endorsement Monday, looking for past allegations of sexual misconduct with Alabama teenagers, as Republican leaders in Washington, once appalled by Moore's candidacy, begin to come to grips with the ever-clearer possibility of his victory. Buoyed by the taste of his own success in Congress as the Republican tax bill inches closer to passage, Trump telephoned Moore to offer encouragement as well as support, and also argued in a pair of tweets that Moore's vote was badly needed to push the president's policies forward. The Republican National Committee quickly followed suit, announcing they were returning the support they had pulled last month. It read, quote, "I had to fire General Flynn because he lied to the Vice President and the FBI. He has pleaded guilty to those lies. It is a shame because his actions during the transition were lawful. There was nothing to hide," end quote. That tweet appeared to indicate a change in the White House explanation for Flynn's firing, suggesting Trump was aware when the White House dismissed Flynn on February 13th that the National Security Advisor had lied to the FBI, whose agents had interviewed him weeks earlier. It's not a final ruling, but the Supreme Court is letting the Trump administration fully enforce a ban on travel to the United States by residents of 6 mostly Muslim countries. Challenges to the policy are winding through federal courts, and the justices themselves ultimately are expected to rule on whether the ban is legal. It applies to travelers from Chad, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Syria, and Yemen. The justices offered no explanation for their action Monday. The Trump administration had said that blocking the full ban was causing, quote, "irreparable harm," end quote, because the policy is based on legitimate national security and foreign policy concerns. The order indicates that the High Court might eventually approve the latest version of the ban, announced by President Donald Trump in September. Ferocious winds in Southern California whipped up an explosive wildfire that prompted evacuation orders for nearly 8,000 homes, authorities said. The blaze broke out Monday and grew wildly to more than 48 square miles in the hours that followed, consuming vegetation that hasn't burned in decades. At least 150 structures have been burned so far, officials said. There was no immediate word that whether the structures were homes or businesses. More than 27,000 people have been evacuated, and 1 firefighter was injured. There was no word on the extent of the injuries. Facebook is coming for your kids. The social media giant is launching a messaging app for children to chat with their parents and with friends approved by their parents. The free app is aimed at kids under 13 who can't yet have their own accounts under Facebook's rules, though they often do. Messenger Kids comes with a slew of controls for parents. The service won't let children add their own friends or delete messages. Only parents can do that. Kids don't get a separate Facebook or Messenger account. Rather, it's an extension of the parent's account. Messenger Kids came out Monday in the U.S. as an app for Apple devices, the iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch. Versions for Android and Amazon's tablets are coming later. We've got plenty of changes coming in our weather. Here's Jolie with the forecast.
We're cloudy all day today with periods of rain as the last push of southerly air enters the area today. The rain ends tonight as a cold front takes over. This is an Arctic cold front that will transition us into winter weather for some time. With the cold air crossing the warm waters of Lake Ontario, we're set up for lake effect snow. But it looks like the heaviest bands of snow will be well north of Mexico. A winter storm warning has been issued for Jefferson, Lewis, and Oswego counties, but most of Oswego County will be spared. The real story for us will be the cold temperatures. We drop into the 30s for the rest of the week, beginning Wednesday with lows in the 20s. That's the forecast. I'm Jolie. Have a great day.
The New York Giants have decided to part ways with their head coach and general manager. Here's Matt with sports.
Believing the team was spiraling out of control, the New York Giants went out of character by making 2 major in-season moves, firing coach Ben McAdoo and general manager Jerry Reese. With the team reeling at 2-10 in the season where most felt it was capable of challenging for a Super Bowl, co-owners John Mara and Steve Tisch reached the decision Monday morning. It came less than a day after the Giants lost in Oakland. J.J. Watt raised more than $37 million for the Hurricane Harvey relief effort, and Jose Altuve led the Houston Astros to their first series title, both giving hope to the city as it picked up the pieces from the devastating storm. On Monday night, the two were honored by Sports Illustrated when they were given the magazine's prestigious Sportsperson of the Year award. Sports Illustrated said they chose the pair because Watt and Altuve perfectly embodied the Houston Strong slogan the city adopted in the wake of the August hurricane. Mexico Swimming and Diving will take its perfect record to its own pool today when it takes on Class A Liverpool. The Tigers are fresh off to two dominating performances last week to open the season. The O2 boys basketball team will look to right the ship tonight when it hosts Syracuse Institute of Technology. The Lady Tigers dropped its second straight to start the season when it fell to APW. After taking a 6-5 lead after the first quarter, the offensive struggle on the way to 35-8 loss. That's a look at sports. I'm Matt. Have a great day.
The representative from Jostens will be taking cap, gown, and graduation announcement orders Thursday, December 7th and Friday, December 8th from 10 to 11:50 a.m. during lunches outside the cafeteria. A $50 deposit is required to order. If your graduation items do not exceed $50, payment must be made in full when ordering. Sophomores and any other students interested in ordering class rings, a $60 deposit is required to order. Extra information packets are available in the main office. You can order from the Jostens representatives on 12/7 and 12/8 during lunches. Senior class t-shirts are on sale. Order forms are with your English teachers or in the main office. Operation Reindeer will take place this Thursday, December 7th at the Presbyterian Church, beginning at 3 p.m. Any students wishing to volunteer may see Madame Harder in room 101 for more information. Auditions for our musical Footloose will take place on Tuesday, December 12th and Wednesday, December 13th in the auditorium. December 12th will be from 3 to 5 for everyone, and you will need to sign up for a time on December 13th to come in for your singing audition. You can sign up for a time outside of Mrs. Washburn's store. That's all for us today. Thanks for being with us. I'm Ashley Clement. Look for us again on Thursday.